Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product out the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot here with you live and direct in the building.
Live and direct.
What's good, everybody?
That's the way we get at you.
Hope everybody had an amazing weekend.
Yes.
Got some rest with their family and whatnot. Got to chill.
Yes.
Because we didn't. So, quick, update. We're still getting out orders. We got out a lot more today, and then tomorrow, by Thursday, we should be good. Everybody should have their stuff by then.
Yeah, by Wednesday, Thursday, everybody's going to have...
Everybody should have their stuff.
And I want to open up the show by saying the employee of the month for the month of February is Malcolm.
Thank you.
Malcolm has showed up. He has showed out. Beyond the Call of Duty, it was close. Him and wife, it was close.
Thank you.
But he was coming out. What is he doing? He loves these customers. He's dedicated to the company. He is a true company man.
Thank you.
Now, with that being said, one thing I have learned is you never pay niggas before the full job is done.
Oh,
you never
please.
pay niggas.
Oh, please.
He started getting, he started like, yo, I'll leave.
Don't listen to him.
Big difference. They got money in his pocket.
Don't listen to him.
Before the job is finished. Now I got a headache. Y'all getting on my nerve.
No.
Always wait to pay black people until the complete job
That's funny.
is finished. Because he looked me up and down like, I don't need this.
No, I didn't. Don't
So that's just a tip. You running your own business. You try to help people out. Don't do it.
So, hold on real quick. Thank you, Melanie C, for the super chat. Rosalind, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate the love. And I want to thank everybody who's purchased something from us. This sale, any other sale. We appreciate you. Totally.
We really do.
Like, we really do. I'm going to send out a thank you email to everybody on email us tomorrow as well. We just appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
Yes, and if you go to our Instagram, you'll see merch. You'll see
if you watch our story,
you'll see receipts flying out.
We does it, man. We does it.
To be a 3-man team, man, we really gets it done. So Malcolm's picture will be on the wall for the month of February.
Like this.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
So, I know how your weekend was, so I'm not even going to ask you.
Please don't ask. Please.
So, let's just do a quick roll call, then we're just going to get started. Get to it, man. B-More in the building. I saw Rough Buffalo in the building. Shouts out to y'all.
Houston, Texas is in the building.
Connecticut in the building. El Paso, Texas in the building. Shouts out. Cincinnati in the building.
Newburgh in the building. New
Compton.
York.
Shouts out to Compton.
Savannah, Georgia's in the building.
Canada
Detroit.
in the house.
Boston is in here.
Jersey in the house. Flint, Michigan via Nashville in the house.
Yeah, BX, though, that's BK. Okay, BK in the building. They cool, too.
BX in the building, too, always, man.
New Orleans in the building. Florida, VA. Yes, man, there's a lot of beautiful people in the building.
Yes.
It's come to rock out with us.
Florida, Queens, San Antonio. Thank you.
On this March 6th.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Christy. Today's her birthday. Hey, Christy.
Happy birthday, Christy.
Okay. I know she turning up.
Nice.
Wherever she is, she turned up all weekend. It's been an eventful weekend for the most part. Some things have been going on in the news.
Oh, you talking about the news? Yes, for sure.
Yeah. You look like the sun because you shine like one.
That's it, man.
They can get that, but not at a discount. But
the sale's over, right? It's
sales over. Yeah,
sales
sales
over.
over. But you can get that. Yeah.
Yes. So let's get to it, man.
Let's do it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So over the weekend, the Chris Rock special aired on Netflix. Now it was the first time there was a comedy special that live streamed on Netflix.
I thought that was dope.
That was interesting. I thought that was cool. They're trying something new because media just has to adapt. Like the old Netflix way.
Absolutely.
It kind of has to change because a lot of people copy their model and then it's kind of doing it better than them.
Yes.
So Netflix, everybody else, because every other streaming platform has their own IP, so they're able to do a lot more. Netflix leaned very heavily into comedy.
Yes.
Comedy and documentaries. They lean real heavy.
They had
those.
to pivot as a business. I understand.
And a lot of people, we consume those comedy specials and those documentaries.
Yeah.
So,
they sold up Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm. Chris Rock too. No. Eddie Murphy. That's what they got to do too.
Yeah, but he never came out with nothing. Not yet.
Not yet.
Me and wifey watched some more.
How was that?
It was good.
I heard that was good.
I like some more. She's sexy and funny. Yeah. If you're sexy and funny, I'm like, God damn. You know what I mean? So very good there. And like I said, Chappelle has a few other people. Mm-hmm. My man Rollins, Ashley Larry's.
Donnell Rollins.
Donnell Rollins. There's a few other people who's gonna come. I think Monique is about to.
She is. She actually is.
So they pivoted towards, like you said, comedy, a couple of documentaries and things of that nature.
Like those docu-series.
Because they can only survive that way. Because once everybody gets their own IP, it's really ball game over.
Exactly.
Yes.
So Chris Rock, as I said before, he did his special, Selective Outrage. He did it live. And I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't watch it.
Neither did I.
I didn't watch it. I saw clips. I saw a lot of clips of it, but I forgot it was even coming on until afterwards. I saw the chatter on Twitter about it, and I saw it was 70-30 of terms of people who didn't like it to people who liked it. Now, people who liked it, they all seemed to look a certain way, not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this. And I say this, and I say that to say this. Chris Rock, he doesn't really do it for a lot of black people.
Right. It's comedy.
Just his stand-up, I would say. Shows, movies, people, we appreciate that. Everybody hates Chris.
Well, he wasn't
movies.
in that.
Well, he did the voiceover and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And shout out to Shashina Arnold, because we love that show.
Yes, we definitely love that show.
But his movies and stuff like that. But his stand-up, I don't know. I just never really got into his stand-up.
Neither, I don't find him funny.
Yeah, I just never.
He's loud.
Yeah,
he looks, and he's always got something about black people to say in some capacity. And I don't have a problem with that if it's funny, because I'm an equal opportunity person. If it's funny,
and
I don't find his stand up to be funny. Now, for those who do and they was cracking up, I get it. I don't find him funny.
And I tried to be a good journalist and watch it for everybody, but everybody was just, all my people was like, I don't waste your time. I was like, it's garbage. And I saw the important parts, I guess. I saw the Will Smith stuff.
Which I didn't, to this day, I didn't understand.
What do you mean?
I don't understand why you waited a year. I mean, I understand from a calculated standpoint with the Oscars coming next week and you getting an opportunity in Baltimore where Jada is from. That's why he did it in Baltimore.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I didn't do the science
to
on
get
that.
the final shots in it. Because he could have did that in New York or, anywhere he wanted. And for him to really maximize him being a victim.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And how big a Will Smith was. And he smacked the shit out of me. And you damn right.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know how you could call somebody soft and then they smack you. You didn't do nothing. So what does that make you?
Yeah, he really upplayed the victim piece dude, you got smacked the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith smacked the shit out of you on national TV. Let it be. You hold on to that for a year to wait until you get to a Netflix special.
I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. You mind
I guess
you leverage what happened to
and
you.
so that's why I said from a business standpoint,
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? With the Oscars being next week and all of them things, you tying that in, and the show being live.
Yes.
So no one knows where you're going with it, and you end the show with that. I guess.
But like I said, even the Will Smith part, people from trusted people, I that I know, they said that was the best part, and even that was okay. All right, like you went off. Good job.
Yeah. Give your folk a shout out, Dot. My soul will return tomorrow. All right.
Happy B-Day.
Happy B-Day. So,
and he got a lot. I saw a lot of flack, a lot of
Georgia crew.
a lot of backlash for Chris Rock because he said something about Michael Jackson and R. Kelly having the same crime or doing the same thing or something to that effect. And people did not take well to that at all.
Yeah, and I think one of the Jacksons.
Yeah, I think his nephew or something.
Yeah, posted a comment
said
saying
something about that
for years. Now, as a comedian,
easy low hanging fruit.
It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
right,
but at this point, I feel like 2023, you're Chris Rock. You've been doing this for a long time. If you're still making Michael Jackson jokes, I don't know, and not clever ones.
Yeah, I was going to say that. If you're gonna make, it has to be something we haven't heard.
Yeah,
and you be like, now that was funny.
Yeah, not clever ones, because Chappelle did it recently, like one of his last specials.
Oh, that
but
was funny.
It was clever.
That
you know
was
what I'm saying?
funny.
It was like, okay, that's funny. But I don't know.
Yeah, so in the grand scheme of things to me, because I don't find him funny, and remember, we're up here giving you our opinion. If you find him to be funny and you were in stitches, I have to respect, because comedy is, subjective and stuff. So it's how you feel about the specific comedian. I never found Monique to be that funny.
Stand up, me neither.
She's had a few moments that I would laugh, but she don't have me in stitches rolling over, because her whole set is usually about cursing and fat people, and I just don't find that to be funny after a while. But that's my acquired taste for comedy.
I would say I'm going to check out Monique's special.
I'm going to check it out.
I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to tell you why, because I felt maybe because when she was bigger, like that was like her shtick. She's not big anymore. She's a little older, so I want to see what the the lived experience will turn into.
Absolutely. So I'm not up here shaming Chris Rock. I'm just saying, from my point of view, I didn't find it to be funny. And the Will Smith stuff, had it been funny, he all he did is reiterate what we already knew.
Because Jamie Foxx did a really good bit when him and LL Cool J got into that.
Oh, that was funny as hell.
Right? The way, he joked about him getting beat up, but it was hilarious. You get what I'm saying? So there's a way to do it. Chris Rock, he got off what he wanted to get off, and we all said the same things, like when it initially happened, like, dude, you mad at you wouldn't have done that to anybody else. That's a fact. You mad at the wrong person, you should be mad at her. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. We get it. I get it.
Yeah. So I'm not mad either way. For those who thought it was a great opportunity to kick Will Smith while he's down, I'm not saying, Jada Pinkett has done some wild stuff. You know what I mean? And so he's been after her for a very long time.
This is true too.
So it's deeper than Will Smith just going up and smacking him. He's been on that girl's case for a minute.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it has something to do when they did the somebody said it goes all the way back to when they did the cartoon together. Madagascar had something to do with that. You never know with these Hollywood insider stories. Maybe he tried to get at her. She tried. I don't know. And you know what I'm saying? And so shout out Chris Rock.
Somebody said Bill Burr talk about the same stuff. Bill Burr is funny.
Bill Burr it's just funny, bro.
Yeah, you can watch Bill Burr's last special and then watch Chris Rock. And I didn't even see Chris Rock's special, and I'm willing to bet money.
Yeah. So, and this ain't about black or white. It's just funny. And see, I got a whole slew of white comedians I rock with.
Facts.
Bill Burr being one of them. Segura, I forget the
Tom Segura.
Segura,
He
Tom
said,
Segura.
he said some. He said, you heard what he said recently?
Like about taking a bath.
Yeah, he said washcloths are for poor people, and he said only black people use washcloths.
Well, that makes sense because that's the way a lot of white people don't wash the way you think they do.
Yeah, but like that was a little wild. That was wild.
So that I didn't find that to be funny.
No, it wasn't.
I found him to try to be truthful, meaning why would I use a washcloth? You know what I mean? But we grew up using washcloths, and you gotta have two. Yes, you gotta have one for your face and one for your body. Now, fellas, I'm gonna give you a tip. Every now and then, since we're on that subject, I need you to get a white washcloth, right? And really scrub behind your elbows. You're welcome. It's a dirt nation back there. I don't know how long they've been back there, but it only comes out with like a real white washcloth. And you go to a hotel and you use the hotel white washcloth, you might as well just wrap that shit up, put that shit in the bag, throw that shit out. You be like, where did this dirt come from?
Yeah.
You know, so just...
Yeah, Tom Segura, he is funny. His stand-ups are funny. Ralphie was funny. Rest in peace to Ralphie.
Yeah.
Big
so,
dude.
Yeah, so some of them are, you know. So, and comedy should be that way. And some of them tell racist jokes. And some of them, I loved Robin Williams growing up. You know what I mean? Hilarious. I loved, his name will come to me. He's of Richard Pryor's era, older white guy. So it's not about white and black. It's about funny. And I've never found Chris Rock's comedy just funny. No big deal. But I hope he's got his closure that he wanted from this.
Well, and
we bring it back around and put a bow on.
I saw a couple more clips. I am happy because he called it selective outrage, right? And that is what society is.
That is exactly what society is.
That is what society is. And I think his job as a comic is to kind of point out where society is going. So if he did that, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched clips. He did that, cool. I'll check it out for the people who are telling me, nah, you got to check it out. You talking about George Carlin, by the way.
Yeah, George Carlin, yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's your job as a journalist, man.
Yes, right.
To watch that.
Right, I will.
No, we were hustling this week,
Bro.
guys. Please give us a break for this weekend. I'll catch up on all the shows I'm supposed to once we get these last little bit of orders out. Because we put our head down and we did not pick our head up, until everything was done. You know what I mean? So now I have some time to sit back and watch it and stuff like that.
Ali Sadiq, of course, he's jokes.
Yes.
So
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Shout out birthday to somebody's daughter named Whitney. I missed that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Whitney, I see you.
What did you think about him saying that the reason why he didn't do nothing because his mom said don't act up in front of white people?
Well,
and I'm playing devil's advocate because I didn't watch it, but I'm watching the chatter from different angles, right? So people said, he said that, because I watched that part, he said that, but he said something about Michael Jackson, he said something about black women, he said something about, so he is, in a sense, acting up in front of white people.
So your mama don't mind you talking shit about black people.
Right.
But she don't want you to act like you black in front of white people.
Right.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Interesting stuff but there's an exception to every rule. My mama told me, don't you ever put your hands on a girl. Mm-hmm. And then that big girl, Samantha, in third grade, she gonna push me. She was big. She smelled like pee. It wasn't my fault she smelled like pee. Yeah. Everybody was teasing her, and she pointed me out.
Yeah.
And then she gonna push me down. Those are exceptions, man. I got up and my third grade body put work in, bro.
Got you. Okay.
Shit. All right, niece is 28 today. All right, hypocrisy, yeah. So, in that sense, I get, all that kind of stuff. He didn't do nothing because he was scared.
No, I mean, I think he was just in shock.
It ain't that much shock. Listen, there are exceptions. When I go to a restaurant, I want to be, yes, I'll have the steak with the, I want to act civilized. Like if somebody in there start wilding, it's on. Yeah. Let's turn it on, and then they ain't gonna we all getting escorted out this bitch now.
Yeah,
because this shit just done went left.
Yeah. We ruined the night for everybody.
We done ruined it. And if I go to Noble School, and it's he's doing a play, and I'm rooting my grandson on. All right, sir, can you be quiet? All right, no, boss. Sir, can you sit down? Now it's on.
Right.
Because now I got to step over some other people and get at them.
Right,
and then if it turns into a brawl, now you're in an uncompromising position, Malcolm. I'm your dad.
I gotta follow up now.
You gotta follow up. So now Noble need a new school. He crying. You know what I'm saying? Avery crying. What the hell's going on? And we had to, so it can go left.
This is true.
It can go from 0 to 100, and then you just think about the consequences later. Right. So being respectful in front of white people, but his mom's is probably old school. I'm not holding his mom's against it. You got a lot of older moms who that's their code of conduct. Let's not give white people a reason to think that we're not on par. Mm-hmm. And, you know, so I guess when that smack hit him, he reverted back to a child and probably felt he was 7 years old. And mama was whipping that ass. So I get it, you know.
Okay.
You get some old parents who tell you all kind of stuff. Like, you always wear clean drawers. Like, you never knew what that meant. Do you have on clean drawers? Because you might get into an accident. What? If I'm in an accident, I might shit my drawers. I would like you know. But for them, knowing that you showed up at the hospital with clean drawers on is important to old school mothers. I don't know why, but it is.
I guess.
I mean, you should have on clean drawers anyway. But they was real adamant about that. Make sure you have on clean drawers in case you get in an accident.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. Yeah, I mean, come on, old school people know what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Put some of them things in the chat. Mama used to say that, you know it's because of her upbringing, even though times may be different, you know.
So what did you think about the backlash Angela Yee was getting over the weekend? People getting at her.
I think there's a way, for those who don't know, Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club, probably the most famous breakfast club or morning show in America. They syndicated across the country. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and now she has her own show. She comes on right after them. That's the thing that threw me left. So I immediately knew that it was something internal going on. If I get a show, I don't want to be with y'all no more, but I want to come on right behind y'all. That means I'm trying to create a path. I think she became lost in the sauce because of Charlamagne's big personality, and DJ Envy is sort of like the host of the show, the anchor, and the people Charlamagne were bringing up there, I think irked her in a certain kind of Dr. Umar and all these people that she probably, you know what I'm saying, that rubbed her the wrong way. I thought she should have left gracefully though. And so, but you get on these talk shows and you wanna say a few things on a talk show to kind of spice it up. So she may have over-exaggerated a few things in reference to her being the only woman on the show.
Yeah, she said it was like a the boys club and stuff like that in the Tamron Hall show. And then she said that she got like the brunt of most of like the backlash because she was the only woman up there and stuff like that. And even if Charlamagne said something crazy, they would blame her for it. And then a lot of people who were on the show, who watched the show over the years, said, no, you were there.
And you was there for a lot of it, most of it.
Yeah, for most of it. Like,
you had an equal opportunity. See, that's what kills me. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. That's where I was going with it. But go ahead.
Yeah, what you stay in something and then you complain about it as if you didn't have options.
Yeah.
And if you feel that you didn't have an option, then that's more of a reflection on you because as big as a personality as you was, she got coffee shops and other things on the side. If she was being demeaned by such, level, then she could have easily left. So, Charlamagne is out of control. You know what I mean? Some of the things he says on that show and the boys clubs and, the things they do, it is a little out of control, but she had an equal opportunity to give her voice and her opinion and could have stood strong on, because she's definitely stood strong on the LGBTQ stuff. She made it clear that that's what she was about. And, you saw her taking her stance there with no problems. So I kind of think she's trying to sell that, the victim consciousness thing a little bit.
Easy. It's very easy to play victim now. And I was actually not glad people called her out on it, but I was just kind of like, I was surprised that people did it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Mama came out and said, yo, you was there. You was there. And she said, like, a lot of the times I felt like the only women there if you were there.
Say it again.
Some people said like women felt like they were the only women in the room while you were there.
Wow.
That speaks to you.
Yeah,
that doesn't speak
does.
to anybody. That speaks to you.
That does. That
You know what I'm saying?
That definitely does. And then if you want to, because the beautiful thing is we got all the receipts. All you gotta do is put on a random episode, and there she is laughing. There she is participating. There she is. You know what I mean? But in order to make a show work, it has to work. If you guys are about outlandishness and outrageousness, then that's the MO of the show. And I kind of think that that's where the show pivots with Charlamagne.
Dude, this is the only thing I gotta say, because you always bring up 10 years ago.
He just said he was gonna blow somebody off if Kanye joined back with Adidas. That was this week.
He said that on the podcast. He said it on the show.
I heard him myself. Word is bond, God.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He said, "I'll duck a sick." Okay.
Okay. Touche.
So my point
Touche.
is, even in your healing process,
Okay.
because a lot of times I think, you know, and this is not against mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
He used that as a shield.
Oh, for sure.
Right? As we see
100%.
people in social media do.
He was the first. He was one of the first people to do that. Like,
Yes, this
for
became
sure,
a
for
shield.
sure.
So please forgive me for wanting to suck a fart out of Halle Berry's ass, or forgive me for making a mole of my ass and giving it to DJ Envy, or just some of the real bizarre thing. Forgive me because I was dealing with mental illness. And now let me layer that with bringing certain people on the show that I know the black community will give me kudos for. Dr. Umar, this one and that one. So he's keeping it real and he's redeeming himself. Yeah, until, you know what I mean? Something like this comes up and he guarantees the duck a sick if Adidas.
Somebody said he said that on the podcast. But still nasty. That's still
Yeah,
gross.
he said it on the podcast.
Still gross.
I wouldn't care if he said it on the corner.
Yeah, that's
if
gross.
they got it recorded and I heard it, he said it. So forget where he said it, that he did say it. And I'm always going to revert back to what Choke No Joke said. He saw out his own eyes when he got the job. So we understand the levels of this and things of that nature. You can't buffer and cover your pervertedness with great deeds, even though that is part of the process when you get in Hollywood. You do your dirt, you cover your dirt with good things and hope people remember the great things you did and forget about all the dirt you did, to create your name. So I get that. I get that.
Touche.
And so, I wish her well with her new show.
Yeah.
I mean.
I haven't watched one of their shows, one of their episodes in a long time.
No, if they do a great interview, and I had to learn to get past my own personal feelings about Charlamagne per se.
Yeah, touche.
If I felt that the interview was worth it,
Yeah, because
I do that with Vlad, and I hate to say it, but
I haven't watched like Andrew Schultz for in a while. But he had that white dude on there, the one who used to sell drugs for the Mexican cartel.
Oh.
Fascinating
stuff.
We were listening like fascinating stuff. So I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, so because at the end of the day, I do want the information, and by the means by which the information comes to us sometimes is not always, palatable for everyone. Like Clarence 13 Next, the father of A Nation of Gods and Earth, shot dice, he hung out, but he was one of the wisest men that ever came through. So sometimes you come as the people to teach the people, and I'm not making excuses or waddling, but I'm simply saying how information is received is important.
Got you. All right.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So another layer to this Ja Morant stuff. He might be getting more time suspended because apparently that gun he used, the gun he had in the video, he brought on a plane with him to Denver. So that's against NBA policies to have a gun on team flights and in team facilities. So they might tack on an extra 50 games. He is suspended.
Ooh.
So they are now, when it rains or pours, they're coming after dude now.
Yeah, they're coming after him, and it's ironic because they chose him over Kyrie Irving. And all Kyrie Irving did was post a video that was already up on a, platform.
Yep.
And they ran him through the mud. And here's the thing about Ja Morant, and I listened to a couple of the former players and it's all true. Pearl Pierce allegedly got stabbed up by Benzino and the mighty RSO back in the days. A lot of these players are targets. Now, it's one thing to be a target just because you're an athlete. It's something totally different to antagonize the situation and bring heat your own way. Those are two separate things. So before we say, well, you know, he got to protect himself out here. Yes, I agree. That's what your bodyguards is for. Staying out of the clubs, and it's hard to tell a 23, 24-year-old kid that, you know what I'm saying, who wants to party, who wants to celebrate their fame and fortune and all of these things. But you got to be careful because you are a target. But when you are in people's faces, when you are playing the role of the antagonizer or a gangster, there are consequences that come with that because real gangsters like that. Oh, let's test that. And I used to tell these rappers all the time, if you're not gangster, dude, stop talking all of this gangster-ish because eventually real gangsters are going to want to test that. And they want to test you anyway because they smell money or they smell pussy. You know what I mean? So they coming for you. And as a result, he has now found himself in a situation that got Gilbert Arenas out of the NBA. They got rid of Gilbert Arenas. Not only was he taking shit in people's shoes, which was disgusting.
He was doing that?
Yeah, and pranks on other players. They gambling. He go in and take a shit in one of his players' shoes or something really bizarre. But he kept guns all over the place in the locker room, and they was pulling guns. And so a certain street nature and culture was following him. They don't even speak of Gilbert Arenas. And he was hibachi.
Yeah, he was nasty.
He was nasty.
Yeah.
Right? So he has to be very careful. I heard Steven Jackson mention the brawl in Detroit. No, Steven, he's been in the hood a long time.
But I'm saying, but like he's still talking about people need to check in and which one is it?
Yeah. Is it one mic?
Wally and one mic. Which one is it?
So I understand him, speaking on that behalf. So I wish the young man well. His father has to do a better job.
Yeah.
His father, and what I mean by his father is with him. All right. So we're a team, and you playing ball. It's me and you. We're not gonna have a lot of these young thugs around us because we're trying to build. LeBron and Steph Curry and a few other ones have set a standard. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to reach that standard and be $1 billion entity within yourself, all of these steps matter, even your early steps. So he can redeem himself, Malcolm. There's plenty of time.
Yeah, it's early. It's very
early in his career.
He has to like really do a lot of repair to his reputation now.
And I want to know what part of this, what's inside of him that makes him feel he needs to. Did he suffer from little man complex?
My man, one of my friends, he's a sports journalist. He actually said like, he thought about it, and on that Memphis Grizzlies team, there's not a OG on that team. They're a very young team.
I get it. So they need kind of mentorship. Dave Williams, we're not talking about carrying a gun. Please don't get simple. We're talking about flashing guns.
And he just got in trouble.
We're talking about against the Indiana Pacers staff that they saw red beams flying out of the car he was in. We're talking about being on the court and flexing against bigger people like you got it like this. So we're not just talking about carrying a gun. It's his right to carry a gun. Don't get simple on me, Dave. That's not fair. I'm talking about him flashing the gun, the latest in the video after, watch this, after he's already on radar. So they ain't like this happened and just put him on the radar. They already watching him and him thumb up his nose and flash his gun, which he had to bring with him on the plane from where he came from into Colorado is bad. Bro, so don't mention white people have guns too. Sure, we all got guns, but we're not flashing them, bringing on unwanted heat, especially he signed $200 million deal with the NBA. I don't know how much his Nike deal was from, how many commercials he wants to be in, and looking at, he's already worth $250 million. And you're acting like worse than dudes I know from the hood.
And you know what? And Dave Williams said he got his bad. He understands now.
Okay.
But because everybody keeps trying to make the argument for Ja like he's young, or I saw this argument made as well. Again, painting the other side. Somebody said, okay, so people are saying Ja is corny for acting like a thug, but at the same time, the black community, we praise thugs. So which one is it? Totally get that argument.
Very good point.
But I think in the black community, we have a common understanding that you don't mess up the money. Like you, just
There
on
we
a
go.
rudimentary level, you
There
got
you
it.
go. Yeah.
You got it. Like, what are you doing to try to throw it away? Like, and then those people that you was with in those videos, they're not gonna be there with you if you broke.
That most of them are only around because you have that money. And here's the thing too. We spoke about this early today. It's gonna be somebody in your camp that gets you anyway.
Yeah.
It's always somebody watching. They hating. You the baller. You got all the money. All the fine women want to be in your. And when I say fine women, they know how much money he make after taxes. When his next check come, these women are professional. You know what I'm saying? Sack chasers, professional. All right? And it's their duty to know how much money you make, how long your contract is, if you're in negotiations to get an extension.
What your incentive
Yeah,
is.
what your incentive. They got they got the reports.
You need about 3 more assists.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you average
that
another
bonus.
2 more assists, you want to get that bonus, boo. So they know. So when you fly into a city, you think they just there haphazardly and run into you in the lobby. They know these things. So you are a target from women. You are a target from family members who only see money and they want you to solve all of their problems because you got it, Wayne. 250, come on, son. Let me just get 5 million. I got this, I'm gonna start this little lumberjack company, and they don't know nothing about business. Nothing, never started a business in their life. Just came home, even thinking about this for 5 years. And the first person they want to see is me.
That is stressful, man.
So yeah, your own family member.
That's
Dude,
stressful.
I've seen people die, and come on, for $2,000, they just turning the casket over. You know what I'm saying? So can you imagine $250 million? You 23 years old. He never has to play another game in his life.
Yeah.
And his family's family, if he did the money right, is already straight.
Yeah.
So no, that's a lot of pressure. It's
is.
dudes who can smell pussy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you went to school. I remember you.
Yeah.
You was pussy then.
And he in Memphis. He's not like in Utah.
Pussy now. You know what I
He
mean?
in Memphis. If he was in Utah,
Then it's different because you got the Mormons and you shaking up the Mormons like, yo, I'm crazy.
You're in Memphis, bro.
Yeah, Ezekiel and be like, leave us, sir. Jean Morant alone. But this shit, man, listen. And the Memphis goons is about it.
They thorough.
They thorough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in the grand scheme of things, I'm not saying he's supposed to act all nice and proper for white folk. Don't mess up the money.
That's it.
That's it. Buffer yourself with people you trust who are going to act of the same accord as you. I keep bringing it back to LeBron's team. I don't ever hear nothing bizarre about them, besides the fact that he's probably in the Illuminati and all of that, right?
Allegedly.
Okay. Other than that,
We're going to talk about that real quick, okay?
yeah, I don't see his team.
Yeah.
He sent them to school.
Yeah.
Right? Shaq wanted to get a master's degree but needed 7 other people in the class. You know what Shaq did? He bought the class. Yo, you. Hey, come here. Let's go get a degree. Dude, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
That means you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Show me who your team is, and I'm going to show you where you're headed. Because as soon as that money start dripping and leaving him, Allen Iverson's situation was a little bit different.
He was really like that.
He was really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they had to conform him.
Yeah.
He came in like that,
Yeah.
though. I remember seeing him at the Rucker. He came in with a whole bunch of dudes who all looked like they just came home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we understood that, and he changed the whole culture of the NBA.
Yeah.
That's why they had to go back to suits. And, but Allen Iverson, John Morant hasn't proven anything yet. And, he needs to just, and his father, back to my point.
Yeah.
His dad has to take some responsibility. You his dad.
Yeah.
Of course you want him to have fun, but you look like you enjoying this more than he is. You on the sideline beefing with celebrities and, you know what I'm saying, and this and that. And now this whole attention thing, because attention is toxic, bro.
Yes, it is,
It's
man.
real bad, and now the dad, him and who was that? Cat Williams' dad was going at it in the playoffs last year in Minnesota.
Cat Williams.
And Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Right? Remember them two was going at it,
Yeah.
friendly, but still
Yeah.
going at it, bringing attention
But,
to themselves.
But
So
yeah,
I'm
bringing.
saying.
He needs to kind of like chill. Because, like you said, he has like that type of attention on him, the league attention on him. Because remember, Memphis now they known as being like showboaters and stuff like that, shit talkers and stuff. So now you're not getting like because of that too. So he got to just chill.
And remember, I told you the NBA is like the feds. Mm-hmm. They know everything.
Stephen A. Smith said that.
They are like the feds. They know everything about everybody. It's their duty to protect their assets.
Yeah.
So they know who the hustlers are, this, that. They know who you're around. They cover up a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it don't get out to the public, we'll deal with it in-house. But they're about to offer this little young boy up, so he's better just chill a little bit.
And we're about to go to commercial break. But real quick, I watched the remake of House Party the other day.
Okay, yeah.
Not bad.
Okay, you said that.
Not bad at all. It's actually pretty funny.
You said that.
It was.
And I'm not going to look at you until after the commercial break.
I'm like, listen, don't listen to anybody else. Just watch it for yourself, and I think you'll get some laughs out of it. And they did that Illuminati part. Like, they weren't trying to make it so ridiculous.
Right, but that's how they do that.
Yeah.
They were trying to make it look so outlandish and ridiculous that you go, man, them kids is crazy.
But even the tropes in it, right? So we understand, like, comedy is based off of just, our collective understanding. So the tropes in that part shows me that they are cognizant of what people believe about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like they tried to play it up, so it was interesting.
Yeah.
But the movie itself was not bad.
All right, so before we go to commercial, I want to reiterate. I'm not talking about acting like a yes sir man in front of white people. I'm talking about conducting yourself like a sovereign individual that you are. And we have to stop associating that with playing up to white people.
I think that's such a cop-out. Yeah.
I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about you know how to conduct yourself no matter where you are. I'm talking about keep your thing with you and, or the people around you who are licensed to do that where you never have to do that. So I'm not talking about tempering down who you are to appease white people in any shape, form, or fashion. So I want to make that clear. But being a gentleman is being a gentleman, and having some damn common sense is having some common sense. And that's across the board.
All right. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we shall return.
Ready for a podcast that helps you get serious about life while giving you something to laugh about? Find what you want in life and love with the Girl Stop Playing podcast. Join Koreyelle for brand new episodes every Monday and Thursday on YouTube and all audio platforms. Past guests include gold medal Olympian Sanya Richards-Ross and Grammy-nominated rapper David Banner. Get motivated, tune in, share with a friend, and girl, stop playing. GirlStopPod.com.
Love is more than just a word or feeling, it's an action. Show your loved ones there's nothing in this world you wouldn't do for them by putting that feeling into action. Provide them with a peace of mind in good and not so good times. Putting your love into action starts with a simple phone call to Eris Stirrup, your New York Life agent. I can be reached at 951-319-1059. Let me help you provide your family with a peace of mind.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am happy to announce that I am back and in full effect, ready to work with you on your spiritual journey. Whether you're looking to balance your chakras with an infusion of Reiki energy, or you're looking to connect with your spirit team with an angel oracle reading and get some clarification or confirmation on your love life or your career, finances, or just life in general. Or perhaps you're looking for a non-judgmental, safe space to receive some mental ease, I am here to help you. So be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. See all the services that I provide. Get to know me a little bit better. And also, feel free to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and see hundreds of videos that I have available for free to help you on your spiritual journey. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both gonna stay, and they're gonna try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
Yeah, I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm really upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round so Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games in a row.
And we're back.
We are back.
Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to support those businesses.
And you can promote your business at sales@urbanx.nyc.
Yes.
I was telling Wifey, I want to take one potential customer, you know what I mean, who has it together, and I want to run their ad for them for free for a little while so they can see the potential of how we do here things
I wasn't in on that meeting.
Yeah, well, it's for the upper staff. It's
wasn't in on that meeting.
It's for the high level
I'm
employees.
about to start getting Dame Dash on y'all when I come in the meetings.
Oh, y'all having this meeting without me?
I'm about to start really turning up in here.
Bring a camera with you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no,
what the hell's going on? No, sit down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just to show the potential.
Beat up Eli for no reason.
Yeah,
I'm about to just start taking it out on everybody here. I'm about to just start going real.
Listen, the Urban X Nation really comes out and supports if your business is, you know what I'm saying, worthy of that. So, and I think people who rock with us can attest to that.
Yes.
You become a part of the family. And I'm hearing there's a new vegan.
Yes, Mr. Veganaire in the comments. He just said he celebrated his 1-year anniversary of opening up his vegan restaurant. I meant to get to you before the commercial break. Congrats to you, sir.
Congrats, man. Where's this located, man? I'd like to go there
let
and
us
get
know.
some of that grub. As a matter of fact, mention Urban X TV and it's 10% off if you go into his restaurant over the next 24 hours.
Facts. I want my own meal. I want a meal named after me. You know
I definitely want the Black Dot special. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Vegan donuts in with pasta or something.
Black Dot special.
Yeah, the Black Dot special. Me here for the Black Dot special. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna be black seed oil. Yeah.
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 So shout out to him because putting running any kind of business.
Oh man, hell yeah, man.
And then it's his business is a business of service. So you're serving great food to the community and getting our people to change their palate. You know what I mean? It's time. You know, your elevation or paradigm shift is a total shift. So that means what you eat, what you think, what you drink, how you love, how you receive and share love. So the paradigm shift is a multitude of things, and eating is an essential part of that. So I want to big him up for getting his restaurant off the ground.
Yeah.
That first year is a tough one. Yep.
It's in Roanoke, VA. First black business owner over there. Congrats to you, man.
Roanoke, VA? I'm coming down that way. Well, I don't know. It'll be in the daytime.
Sir Vigini. Okay.
I might have to swing by in the afternoon and get me something to eat. You know?
Yes, congrats.
Congrats. Truly congrats. I'm happy for you. The first black business owner over there. That's
tough, man.
An accomplishment, something to be proud of. And once you set it in motion, which you have, the historical perspective of it is that you did that. You know what I mean? And other people go, wow, I never really thought about that. Next thing you know, you got a chain of businesses in that area because sometimes
you become the point of reference. That's what the Black Dot is. It's a point of reference. And so you become the point of reference for something to bring people into awareness that they too can do this. And next thing you know, you off and running, man. So really proud. If you're in that area, go by and show some support.
Yes,
get a
yes.
meal. Yep.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, you want to talk about Melle Mel?
Let's talk Melle Mel, the God.
So, he's been on this platform, I think it's called Art of the Dialogue.
Yeah, he do some shout out Art of Dialogue, some very good interviews about Biggie. All of the interviews for some reason, he's able to pull things out of people, almost not like Vlad, because he's not getting you to snitch, but he's getting some behind the scenes stuff that nobody else is giving up.
He's getting like angry rapper stuff.
No, not always. Not always.
That's what it feels like.
Not always.
Because the grabbing title is Jay-Z smacked his mother. Like, whoa!
Well, you gotta sell.
Biggie shot Lil Kip. Whoa!
Well, you gotta sell it. But them interviews be pretty good because I can tell he does his research. So
yeah. So, but because Melle Mel's been like trending recently because of his comments on Eminem, his comments on Kendrick. He made some comments on a few people, and his thing on Eminem, totally agree with.
Yeah,
he said Eminem wouldn't be a top 5 rapper unless if he was not white. I totally agree.
And I don't know why people would have a problem with that. And that's not even a racist statement.
Right.
It may appear to be, but it's not. Just remove his face and put another rapper there and tell me that's not your man from down the block.
Like, I think once the novelty wears off, like, oh snap, he's rap, he can rhyme. It just kind of like, okay.
And he took now to Eminem's credit, and I will say this: he never shorted the art form. He didn't just say, because I'm white, I'm gonna do some goofy stuff.
He can rhyme. He can rhyme.
Like the Beastie Boys, to me, were making a mockery of hip hop, and I know that's a generation of people respect that. They didn't take the craft. Now Third Base did with Pete Nice and MC Search. They respected the art form. You felt it. I didn't feel jump around, jump up, and get down.
What did it need?
House of Pain.
House of Pain, yes.
I didn't think they really pivoted. I just thought they were doing a little Irish thing inside of hip hop. Eminem respected. He studied the masters who came before him, and in that sense, hip hop only had one rule: you had to be down by law, and you had to qualify yourself by understanding the art form. There were many white graffiti artists. I know some people in FBA don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, different aspects. But if you qualified yourself with your rhyme skill, and he did, and he never crossed over. I know he called the black woman a porch monkey or some shit one time. So we're not absolving him of anything racial, but when look into his catalog, it's trailer park shit. It's white people, trailer park, beat my mother up, you know, Haley, this and that, and you know, whatever the case may be. So he stayed within that construct of a vibration that resonated with his people. He so happened to be white, and Dr. Dre actually exploited him.
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay.
Dr. Dre was on the down spiral after Suge took the catalog and ousted him basically from Death Row because he wasn't built like that. And so him and Jimmy Iovine had an escape plan. So you let them have all of that, and we're going to find a way to re-emerge and bring your name back. And Dr. Dre looked at it and said, this white boy, understanding how white people loved hip hop, they just generally loved it. You know what I mean? And so he knew this was perfect, but it had to be the right white rapper. Yeah. And Eminem was that. Okay. And he took full advantage through the sales and all of that kind of stuff. But Melle Mel is absolutely true.
He's completely right.
You know, people get on Mel because Mel, he'll come across brass and bitter. A lot of them
very, very bitter.
A lot of them old school, true school guys are like that.
Because he said something about nobody wants to rap like Kendrick. Nobody can rap like Kendrick.
That is a fact,
you know
too.
What I'm saying? So
that is a fact, too.
I didn't get what he meant by that.
And he was saying that Busta Rhymes is better than Jay-Z. I mean, that's
subjective.
That's your choice of MCs and stuff like that. And so, wasn't
who was up there just going at Mary J. Blige?
Chaka Khan.
Was it? Oh, yeah, like
Chaka Khan just gave her the business. But she said she's cool with her like that. And she said when she sang Sweet Thing, it was terrible. Said it was flat. And you know what I mean? And it just, but she she did clarify. She said, that's my girl. I told her that to her face. So I got to respect that. Yeah. She said, that's my girl. I told her to her face. What the hell were you doing? Yeah. She said, I recorded that early in the morning. She said, you don't never record vocals early in the morning, girl. She said, you could be up all night smoking crack. It'll be better than that. You know what I mean? So we understand a lot of these pioneers who feel that their time is come and gone, but we see that dynamic in sports. Do you know what Charles Barkley would have been worth? Forget the Sambo part of him. Just his ability. I watched a 9-minute video of all of his highlights. At 6'4", power forward, dribbling, dunking behind the back, pushing people out the way, throwing people in the stands. He probably made $3 million at the height of his career. Larry Bird made $24 million his whole career. These dudes is getting that as a part of a signing bonus.
Yeah, that's like here for mid-level.
That's the dudes who sit on the bench.
Yeah.
They never get in the game, right? So understanding from Melle Mel's point of view, who we call the ultimate MC. Like my Mount Rushmore is Melle Mel, Grandmaster Caz, Kumo D, and Busy B. I don't even put them when I do a top 5 or top. I don't even start with them.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna tell you, Melle Mel, the first one to really bring social conscious awareness to our culture and give it more of a telling our story with the message. Busy Kumo D, because he took out Busy B. Now Busy B was the greatest entertainer. It was call and exchange. It was about partying and having a good time. Kumo D was the first one to make dudes go back home and write. So when he battled him, Grandmaster Caz was the ultimate hustler, playboy. He had 4 beepers on at one time. When I would see him in the club, story rhyme, teller, stage, lead MC of the greatest hip-hop group of all time, the Cold Crush Brothers. So when them 4 are on Mount Rushmore as the ones who really hold the architect and codex from an MC standpoint. Of course, the DJ, whether you like it or not, is Bambaataa, it's Kool Herc, it's Flash, you know what I mean? And Grand Wizard Theodore, stuff like that. So Melle Mel comes across bitter. He comes across brass. He's in his 60s and he looked like he can punch you out cold.
Facts, yeah. Like he needs.
So you're not gonna say nothing to him.
Keep his damn shirt on. That's what he needs.
He been taking his shirt off for 30 years.
Just like you do.
No matter what the event, he finds a reason to take his shirt and show his guns. He was at the Grammys.
Like, yo, what's up?
And after they perform, he back on stage with no shirt like this. I'm like, Mel.
Yeah.
Okay, Mel. We get it. So these are his opinions. You know what I mean? They have to be taken with a grain of salt because a lot of them come across very bitter. Very few don't. And they got their own little thing. Like one time, I had a book signing, and one of the elders, I ain't gonna mention his name, came up to me and said, "Look, I was gonna come. I was right around the corner." I said, "Well, why didn't you come?" He said, "Because you didn't invite me." I said, "I invited everybody." He said, No. With our old school True Good, you have to personally invite us. And I was like, fuck. So you see what I'm saying? I got to personally say, so-and-so, I need you. Nigga, you right around the corner. Come to the book signing. You know what I mean? So they have their own little thing. You know what I mean? And they're serious about their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So new school dudes is like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that. Even him and Joe Budden got into it. Melle Mel a couple of years back because somebody did a list and Joe Budden was behind Melle Mel. He said, I'm not better than Melle Mel. And they showed the chart, and Mel was like, yeah, nigga, you down here near the ass crack, nigga. You number 47, nigga. You way down here. If this was a person, you down here near the ass crack. I'm Melle Mel, nigga. I was like, God damn, Mel, shit, So, it is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Some of his statements you agree with, some of you don't. But how's that different than anybody else?
Okay.
You speak to. So yeah.
Okay.
Putting that in perspective.
That's funny.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
I was like, yeah, he's down in the X.
So, serious news. There was another fire in the Bronx today. at another supermarket.
Yeah.
5-alarm fire that happened. But this time, because when I first saw it, I was like another supermarket, fire. But this time, apparently, I saw camera footage. It started from a lithium battery in one of those scooters.
Okay, so
I mean, it looked like it just kind of.
And?
So you think that was?
No, I'm just simply saying, don't underestimate. First of all, them lithium batteries are very dangerous.
Yeah, so
they need to ban those because they are the cause of many, many fires, especially the cheap ones you're getting on the internet.
Yes.
And everybody got these little scooters. I was gonna get one so I could ride to the store. The store's right over here.
Yeah, but, if you're in New York right now, oh my, these scooters, man, they're ridiculous.
Yeah. I was gonna get a fancy one though.
They are ridiculous.
I saw a dude with a helmet on, and his helmet had lights on it, like a stereo system.
Loser, yeah. Oh my god. Loser. But yeah, those lithium batteries. Like there was a fire. Some dude it exploded. Didn't it explode on him or something like that?
And they're burning a lot of things down, and so you have to be very careful.
Yeah, you have to. Like right now, here's the thing. So again, my brain went to conspiracy immediately.
Right.
I said, all right, that's the second one.
Yeah, 5-alarm. Yeah.
Fire, and then the one that just happened in my neighborhood, it's gone. Like the rubble and everything, it's gone. Clean. So they're ready to start building whatever's about to go there right now.
They're gonna build a high rise.
Yeah, it's like in record time they did that. So they're about to do the same thing with this place. And it happened on the concourse on Fordham, right there.
Yeah, and see what we need to understand is this. I think them batteries could be being triggered also. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Like you might be able to send like a frequency because now they got the Wi-Fi that can look through your walls.
I seen it that.
Did you see it
that?
that? Look through your wall and see you, and they talking about it's for the protection of old people.
Yeah.
Like if we don't hear from old people, we can look through their walls. Think about the mindset of somebody who would even create something of that magnitude, and understand you got to see these things both ways. Never look at this thing one dimensional. You got to look at it from all perspectives.
Yeah.
Same thing with AI and all these other things. You have to look at the good.
That's 100%.
And you have to look at the potential for bad.
Yeah, they say like all you need is Wi-Fi. Like everybody got Wi-Fi now.
Everybody got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? So understand the potential of these things that may be able to spark something in there, and they just happen to catch it on camera. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
But they be having 10, 15, 20-year plans for a lot of stuff, and you be in the mix and don't realize it. Not to suggest that this fire was. From all things concerned, remember, you go down the middle straight.
First.
If you get an answer, then you hold on to that. I did see it spark. They couldn't put the fire out. It grew fast, as fire does. One thing led to another, so... Yeah.
So,
Yep, just keep that in mind.
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Did you guys see Joe Biden and Al Sharpton marching on Selma?
Oh, my God.
It looked terrible. They looked like zombies.
What
who was that guy named in the wheelchair? He couldn't even move.
I had no idea. It's that.
They put on shades on. He was dead. He was dead.
What was that movie?
Breakfast at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah, he looked like.
And Al Sharpton is a big ass bobblehead. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
And Biden, whichever version of Biden that
he
was,
couldn't. Yeah.
They had the whole. He don't know if he coming or going anymore. This is you are all Biden sexuals. This is you know.
That was your bad, man.
You know what I mean? And it looked real bad.
That was Jesse Jackson. That wasn't Jesse Jackson.
Was that Jesse in the...
That was not Jesse.
No, I don't think that was Jesse.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, it might have.
Nah, that looked crazy.
Yeah, it looked crazy. Crazy. That did look crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, man. Yeah, so I'm tired. I'm tired. Oh, that was
That was Jesse?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Weekend at Biden's. Facts.
Yeah, Weekend at Biden's. Fact. If that was Jesse going out like that.
Yeah, he looked crazy, man.
Well, he did kill Dr. King. And for him to be down there.
Allegedly.
Whatever. Take me to court. Yeah.
Nah, they look nuts.
Yeah,
they look nuts. And what the hell is Marching on Selma doing? We want peace. What was they saying? We want
I
justice.
have no idea for what.
Come on. Son.
Again, all you civil rights dudes. This is what when we spoke earlier about our parents and things that they hold on to. If your parents grew up in that era, this was a moment to tap into the trauma that they went through. Young people don't give a hell. They like, I don't care nothing about this.
Yeah.
Who are these old people? Why are they doing this? Did they stop the game for this? Please get this off my screen.
That's a fact.
So that's let that go.
That looked crazy. I was like, what the hell is happening here? Apparently, in the Philippines, there's a warrant out for Bill Gates' arrest.
Man.
For the rollout of the jab.
Yeah.
Because they said that was like premeditated murder.
Premeditated murder.
Something to that effect.
So we could have told you this from the beginning.
Yeah, we said it was a crime against humanity.
This is a crime against humanity. I stood on this same platform
that's a
and
fact.
said that.
You
know what I mean? And now the residual effects, it's sort of like when they put a stupor over people, it's a spell that's cast. When the spell come up, people wake up and go, what just happened?
Yeah.
We allowed people to walk 3 feet behind each other.
That was they're gonna do a montage. If they put together a montage of 2020, 2021, it's embarrassing.
I'm telling you, when Noble watched this,
it's embarrassing.
Watching a Netflix, whatever special they have
people
at that time,
through plastic, crying and hugging through plastic,
big ass balloons. You got grandma in a big ass rolly ball, and you can't. Yeah, people having a baby showers, throwing the gifts on the lawn. Congratulations! All kind of really. You in the restaurant, the supermarket, and it's a glass here. You trying to pay, you can't. Then when you walk around and you still give the people the money, they looking right at you. In the restaurant, the virus is only up at face level, but when you sit down, the virus ain't there. You can take your mask off and eat. And the virus is like, no, like a crackhead. No, I'm going to chill. You said you got a few dollars for me. When I get up, I got to deal with this, nigga. Put your mask on, and now you fighting the virus to get home. You 6 feet apart at the airports. You know what I'm saying? Put your mask on.
Yep.
Stop coughing. Then we all get on the plane and shit, and we all in here eating peanuts and drinking sodas and shit.
It was bad.
Standing on top of you. Dude.
It was bad. It was bad, man.
With
fighting over toilet tissue.
Fighting over toilet tissue. Boom. That's my toilet tissue. My hand sanitizer.
Somebody said, y'all clowning. Did y'all fall? Absolutely not.
What'd he say?
He said, y'all clowning. Did y'all fall for the shot? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah, none of us.
None of us. But I'm just simply saying, even if you did fall for the shot, the point I'm trying to make is not just the people who didn't. We all was, because I had my mask on. I'm walking out. Oh, shit, I forgot my mask.
That was the worst.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the worst.
Walking with a mask on, mask on my chin and shit when I can. Put the mask back on. You see? Come on, we all were goofies.
Yeah, it was bad.
All of us. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not absolving anybody. We all were straight goofies. And it was just 2 years ago. When we look back on it, it was bad, bro. Yeah. The things that we allowed them to tell us, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is real, man. Bro, yeah.
And, more information is coming out. We already spoke about how Fauci commissioned an article to downplay the lab leak theory, which is coming out, and now everybody is coming out and saying yo. So now it's crazy because now all of MSNBC, The View, Whoopi Goldberg, all of them are saying that's not important now.
Right. They're trying to blow that off.
That's not the important thing now because Trump he made it racist. That's what. No. Spanish flu.
And he said,
Spanish, West Nile virus, you get what I'm saying?
It's the Wong flu.
The Kung flu.
The Kung flu.
Which is hilarious.
Why do you keep saying that, Trump? Because the people from China brought it over here. Okay? It is the Kung flu.
That was hilarious.
Okay? That's it. All right? You need to deal with that. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Damn. That was Jesse Jackson in the Good World. That's crazy. I'm still on that.
Because I kept saying, who that man they keep
I was just
rolling out there
man,
like
put him out his misery. Who is that?
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
My bad. Not really. Whatever.
My man Jay and myself, I still got my mask with me, just in case. More people seem to be wearing it now. I understand in medical facilities they still.
Yeah, I mean, because there's people who still have to get tested. Say you didn't get it, you still have to get tested. So you don't want that to mess up your money. You get what I'm saying? If you catch it, you know what I'm saying? I know people who do that.
It's nothing to catch.
I know. Malcolm knows.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But there's people who got to get tested like a week, like every week or something like that. You get what I mean? Like for their job because they didn't take it.
Got you. So
if that's the case,
right. So they, I seen a dude in his car by himself.
I seen
with his mask on.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those.
I'm like, yo, dude, you're in there by yourself, homie.
Yeah.
It's just you.
You're going to faint at the wheel.
Yeah, you're going to faint at the wheel, homie.
Yeah. Oh, man.
No, so, and we all can laugh together because we all played a role in it.
Yeah, it was.
We all played a role in it.
Yeah.
If you was flying during that time, you waited 6 feet like everybody else, and you moved up, and the supermarket had to go down aisle to come up aisle, and this, that, and you had to wait. You know what I mean? Somebody coughed. Look, I've been coughing my whole life. Somebody coughed.
Yeah, it was beef.
During that time, it was like, okay, nigga, one more cough, and we gonna be escorting you out of here. And I was going. I think one time I was in a movie theater, and I was like. Anything not to cough, bro, because I've coughed. And shit, I was on a plane one time and I had to let one go and I was like, my eyes started watering. Anything not to fucking cough, bro.
Yo.
I kid you not, because that cough niggas has been like, my nigga, you all right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I get it, man. And we were all victims of that shit, man. All of us, bro. All of us was victims of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. We were, man. So
oh my God.
We can laugh at it now, man. But
yeah.
Just 2 years ago, bro. And when the spell is over,
yeah.
Everybody not only come back, we come back to our senses, and then we go, damn.
It's embarrassing, yeah.
It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing the way that mind control stuff really works, man.
Man.
Yeah, it really is, man.
That is funny. We're going to take a real quick commercial break.
Yeah, somebody said I had to put my cough in my pocket.
That was funny. I had something else. Hold on. Something else to get to. Before. Oh, okay. So in San Francisco, there was a task force, reparations task force, and they agreed that I think it's 50,000 black people in that part of San Francisco are like legitimate, like, FBA, ADOs. I don't know what you want to
classify
them as, but I think they will be due $5 million a piece. That's what they said.
$5 million?
$5 million a piece.
I think I got family out there. What part of
I don't know.
San Francisco is that?
$5 million a piece, but they buried the lead. They said, like, if you read the whole article, they said that the city of San Francisco came out and said, we do not have that money.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right? So people were like sharing like the headlines.
Could I move there really quick and get my money?
I think you had to have lived in that part for like 15 years. Something to that effect. Yeah.
No money for Dot. They're not paying me. Damn. Anyhow.
$5 million for each resident. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a lot, but it's more than what you got.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Taking that bread.
Hell yeah.
I am taking that bread.
So, but yeah, that's... Somebody says, as long as I owe you, not broke. Yeah, that's funny.
That's the shit my mother used to say.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I could never figure my auntie gave me $10. As long as I owe you, you will never go broke. And I said, like, yeah, but I still don't have the $10, so I always scratch my head. Are we coming back with Yes, we are. Koreyelle?
Yes. Super dope podcast. Girl Stop Playing podcast.
Girl Stop Playing.
Girl Stop Playing.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. Last time we interviewed Koreyelle, I don't even think she had kids.
She might have had a first child, maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask her. I gotta figure that out.
Okay, so we'll take a quick commercial
break, and we'll be back.
Hey, son, Did you put up the Urban X t-shirts for the family I told to? And why you dressed like that, son?
Pop, after reading the ISIS papers 37 and a half times, I am woke now.
Woke? Son, it's 4 in the afternoon. What do you mean woke? I've been woke all day trying to get you to get in here and do these shirts for the Urban X family. Malcolm.
Whoa. Malcolm is my slave name. I am going by Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared. You refer to me as Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared.
You big dummy! I named you Malcolm after the greatest activist of this time. You gotta put one right across your lips. You crazy?
Pop, I've been working in this shop by myself. This is worse than working for the white man working with you.
Now, son, you know I would help you if I didn't have my arthritis. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do the best you can do. I'm gonna still lead you.
I'm not even getting paid. If it wasn't for the donations from the Urban X family, thank you for the $20. Next time, send 40.
Son, who you talking to? Son, who's at the door? Oh, God, oh. Done hurt my eyes. I was already having a bad day with this big dummy. Hey, OD, what brings you around today?
Malcolm, Dot, to preach the word of Jesus. One thing I have realized, if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done. I said if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done.
You know, no, all this old Jesus stuff is got me going crazy. I don't listen to none of that crazy stuff.
You old heathen, you need Jesus.
And you need to get your face lifted or your body lowered.
You old bug-eyed fool.
Who you talking to like that?
Come on, Pop.
Yeah, you right. I shouldn't have said that. Now, OD, I want you to go in the fridge and get out the cookie dough.
For what?
So you can slam your face in it and make animal crackers.
Come on, Pop, you can't talk to a Nubian queen like that.
Yeah, you right, son. You right. You know what? Tell you what you can do. Give you an Urban X gift card and get you some t-shirts and hats. And too bad we ain't got no face mask.
Oh, that's it. You old bug-eyed fool.
Get you right here and punch you right off your lips. You better get on out of my house.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I'm gone.
All right, Pop, I'm gonna stop messing with you. I got a hot date tonight.
What you gonna take out one of them beautiful African Nubian queens that you been telling me all about?
Maybe.
Oh, mama, this is the big one. I'm coming to join you, mama. I named him Malcolm X in hopes that he would marry Betty Shabazz. I think he's gonna bring home a Betty Cracker.
And we are back.
We are back in the mix. We love that skit.
Yes, glad you guys
could appreciate it.
Enjoyed that. Yes.
Enjoy a little bit of funniness. We had a great time doing it. Mm-hmm. We always do. It's spontaneous, and that makes Malcolm mad because Virgos are like are very structured, so he wants to know what his lines
you know what
are.
I'm saying? I want to know what
he wants to get into his moments. And I'm Virgo too, but I'm August Virgo, the best month of Virgo.
What's my inspiration here?
And so I could just move on the fly a little bit more. But we got some stuff coming. I'm gonna convince Malcolm to, go back in the trunk and pull out a whole bunch of the costumes and let's get it done. So without further ado, Malcolm, bring us on in.
Yes, let's bring Koreyelle in the house. Hey.
Can she get an introduction?
Yes, this is Koreyelle. This is the host of the Girl Stop Playing podcast. She is an entrepreneur. She is a mama. She's a wife. Shouts out. Welcome back, actually, because we actually interviewed her a couple years ago, right? Am I right?
Can we hear you?
Yes.
What year was that? Was that 2020?
I think that was 2021. I think so.
Anyway, we're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Had you had your first son at that time?
I don't think so. That was March 2021. So I think I was either just about to have him or I had just had him, but I done had a whole nother baby by now. Listen,
exactly.
I know.
Exactly. Congrats. So
thank you.
Listen, everybody wants to know, how do you do it? Because I see you all the time. You working. like crazy. You always got a new episode of the pod coming out. You was just at a kid's birthday. You just threw a Taco Tuesday for your son. How do you do it? How do you do it?
Things. Listen, prayer and the best partner possible. So I definitely could not do it. I don't say that I have like a village in the traditional sense of like, you know, the entire family, everybody's nearby, but having the right partner, I would say is like, that's the key. So definitely being able to split the duties and have somebody to share that responsibility with is the only way that is possible.
Not only that, what's his name? Kendrick? I don't want to get his name wrong.
Kendrick.
Shouts out to Kendrick.
Yes.
Not only that, you look amazing all the time. Now, how you pulling that off? You know.
Look, my lash about to come off right now. So thank you, I appreciate it. I just threw these on. I threw the baby day lashes on. So thank you, I appreciate that.
So how has motherhood changed you? Because it's one thing to from the outside looking in, but when you actually experiencing it, how has that made Koreyelle a better woman, a better person, you know, a better spiritual being, so to say?
So I think that I am forever a work in progress. But when I tell you that of all of the jobs, all of the titles, all of the things that I have done, there is nothing that can challenge you like being a parent. And Malcolm, I know you talk about it all the time. It's like, you be thinking you gonna tell somebody what to do. These kids do not care at all. They don't care about who you think you are. They don't care about what you accomplished. They don't care about what you got to do today. They don't care about what time it is or what's on the calendar. Like, they care about what they want. And so definitely having to put my my thoughts, my wants, my needs to the side to be able to manage being a mother, but then also trying to give myself grace to have thoughts and feelings and, you know, all of the things that, you know, that life requires. So it's a challenge for sure. I don't know how women have been doing this for all of these years, just to be honest.
And that's why I say women are the most amazing beings on the planet, because just from the outside, well, I'm a hands-on dad, so I know, but just to watch the way women operate and still put on that brave face, still come out shining. And then as a man, my wife has to do all of those things you mentioned, and she still got to take care of me. There's so much more that goes into it that men would just give up. And they'll be like, I can't do all that. You know what I mean? So kudos.
Facts.
Yeah.
And now 2 kids. Like how? Like and I don't like, so how has your work life balance been since the second child now?
Awful. Terrible. Bad.
I respect it. I respect it.
Can we be honest? Listen,
I respect it.
I'm literally like tiptoeing back into work. Like, I've been on maternity leave. I really took a true maternity leave this time.
Okay.
And that is even a challenge, you know, especially as an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur. You have to fund your own maternity leave. You have to attempt to set up, you know, to set things up so that they still kind of run without you. And then there is no way to prepare to go from 1 child to 2 children, especially because of the age. You know, my older son is about to turn 2, so he's just now developing his language. And thank God, I keep telling people this, like, thank God he cannot form full sentences yet, because if he could really tell us how he is feeling right now, like, it would be bad. He can only like put, you know, small phrases together. So I'm thankful for that. But it's definitely a challenge, and it's on the job training. That's the only way to do it. There's nothing that can prepare you for this.
And how has and I feel like I've asked you this like the first time we interviewed you, but your marriage. Now, I don't like, were you guys even married? Like, I know you guys were together, but like how has that transitioned from, you know, it just being you 2 to now it's being you 4, plus you have a business that you're running as well? Like, how has that changed?
You know, me and my husband, we really like we cannot complain because we were the type of people we love to travel. So we would literally decide today is Monday, on Wednesday, let's go, let's go somewhere, let's go on a trip. Like and we would be on a layover and decide to stay. Then like we were very spontaneous. We really enjoyed each other. We really, really, really got a chance to do all of the things. So we can't complain. But because we got a chance to do all of the things, we miss being able to do all of the things.
Yes.
And so we are definitely still very intentional about date night. We just came from a concert last night. We just had the birthday party on Saturday. So we are very intentional to invest just as much time and energy and attention in one another as we do to the kids. Because eventually these kids are going to be gone. And we still have to have something to stand on. So, but it's challenging. Like I feel like there's no better man for me than the one that I have, and we still are challenged with trying to figure out parenthood, like partnership. That's why I started off by saying that, like, the right partner, that's the recipe to all of life's challenges.
That's a very critical part of it, because there's going to be peaks and valleys, ebbs and flows in this piece. But knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that you and your partner are going to ride that wave is going to be all you need. Because some days I'm not going to be at my best. And some days wifey not going to be at her best. But as long as collectively we on the same page and we pulling, sky's the limit. I want to ask you a question. I want to roll the tape back to entrepreneurism and like what made you get into that? What made you want to because I'm pretty sure you've worked jobs and was like, yeah, this is not for me. At what point did entrepreneurship become what you were going to be in pursuit of, and how important is that for you?
So I definitely have worked all of the jobs. I got my first job at 14, and I've literally done all of the things to learn like what I'm good at, what I really like, what, how I could best use my skills. And so I've never been afraid of hard work. Entrepreneurship is the hardest work that you will ever have.
Thank you.
Because there's nobody that's first of all, there's nobody that's guaranteeing you a paycheck. Like if you don't earn it, you don't get it. And you are in control. Like if the ship is being steered well, then kudos to you. But if the ship starts to sink, then it's still on you. And that's a lot of responsibility. So entrepreneurship, like shout out to anybody who's even attempting it. But I started out as a teacher. I taught 2nd and 3rd grade, and I knew like ever that I was not going to retire. Like that was not my plan. I knew that I did not have 20, 30, 40 years in me in the classroom. And so I actually stumbled into entrepreneurship. It definitely wasn't something that was on my radar or, something I was even planning to do, but life came at me fast and I had to figure out, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do so that I could actually, they say, make sure you're not just living, not just existing, you're living. Like I felt like as a teacher, I was comfortable, but I was definitely, living a less than life, like having to decide how can I afford to enjoy this life that I'm living while I am pouring all of my time and energy into this job that doesn't love me. So trying to figure out how to balance it all. But I definitely did not have like that leap of faith where I just decided one day I'm going to quit this job and become an entrepreneur. It didn't happen for me like that.
Got you.
Great. Also, let me ask you one more question before you get into that, Malcolm. As I watch you teach about entrepreneurship and you're helping people, I never see you over glorify the good part. And that be what I love most about you. It's a real conversation about real things. And I say that because sometimes you watch these entrepreneurs and they're only telling you about the great things. And we know that there are great things, there are ups, there are downs, there are challenges. So how do you go about balancing that when you're teaching somebody, preparing them for all of it, not just sell them a dream of, you out here partying, having a good time, but letting them know that there are levels to this. So how do you go about making sure that potential people who want to work with you understand, the difference?
Yeah, I think it's our responsibility. And I say our because it's anybody with a platform, anybody with a microphone, anybody with a voice, which is all of us. Everybody's not using it, but everybody who is an example of what people are aspiring to do, I feel like it's our responsibility to talk about like the valleys and not just the mountaintops. Because if you don't, and this is across the board, anything I talk about, whether it's entrepreneurship, marriage, motherhood, like I am going to keep it real, because if you don't, you're doing people a disservice who are looking to you to help make their life a little bit easier, help their journey, help them have a smoother journey. And so if you don't do that, when people run into those obstacles or those challenges, or when they find themselves in the valley, they're not going to know how to handle it. They're going to feel like, they're the only one making mistakes. They're the only one that has, run into these challenges, because everybody else is making it seem like it's smooth sailing, it's glitz and it's glam. And so I try my best to talk about not just the money I made, but the money I've lost, the bad partnerships that I've had, the terrible relationships that I had. Like I talk about my husband so much now because of the craziness that I've been through before. And it's like me being able to share with other women, it's worth it. If you just stick it out, if you just, don't settle, all of the bad, will be overshadowed by the good one day if you just keep going.
Great point.
So, Girl Stop Playing Pod, right? So, tell me how that came about, and first, tell everybody what the podcast is about, and then explain how that came about. Because I know you had a couple different platforms that you started yourself, but this, I felt like since you started, it's been like on a real quick climb.
Thank you. Yeah, so I actually started my first podcast in 2016. It was called Confessions of a Workaholic. It was way back before podcasting was like, like the thing. You got to be doing it. And I didn't know what I was doing, like clueless. So much so that I loved it, but it was not profitable for me. And it came to a point where it was taking up so much time, and it wasn't necessarily adding any benefit to my business other than it was just something that I enjoyed doing.
Right.
And so part of me was like a little mad that I had not figured out how to monetize it. And then another part of me was just kind of mad that everybody had jumped on this podcast train. And I like to be unique, original. I like to, be an innovator. I like to not just be on the same bandwagon as everybody else. So I kind of let that get me off track and, kind of let that cloud what I knew that I was being called to do. And so I had to have a girl stop playing moment with myself, where I had to say, you got to stop playing with this. Like you then let everybody come in here and take your game plan and just run with it, and look what the podcast industry is now. And so I had to have my own stop playing with it moment. And I realized that so many of us, men too, so many of us have those moments where it's like, okay, you got to stop playing with what you know you're being called to do. You got to stop playing with what you know God is directing you to do, and forget how it looks, forget your current view, like keep your eyes on the vision. And so me having that moment with myself, which is how I come up with any business you've ever seen me do, is because I've been through something and I'm like, yo, somebody else out there is going through this too. And so that's where Girl Stop Playing came from. I host every single week. I drop 1 to 2 episodes, and it's all about helping Black women specifically learn how they can stop playing with their potential and start working for what they want in life and in love. Season 1 is all about relationships and entrepreneurship, but season 2 starts next month, and I'm going hard in the paint on relationships, because there's not enough people out here expressing and empowering Black women to go after the love that they desire. I believe that all of us have the potential to be loved properly. We just got to prepare ourselves for that. And so that's what Girl Stop Playing is going to help you do.
Now, one of the things
Hold on, let me drop a bomb.
Oh,
to
facts.
that.
My
Drop
fault.
a bomb to that.
So one of the things that I noticed initially is like, yes, it's called Girl Stop Playing, but you have had a lot of Black men on the show as well, talking about their perspectives in relationships as well, which I definitely appreciate, because a lot of the times when these kind of when platforms about relationships happen, it's always about like one perspective, and once that happens, it can get just really, I think, unproductive.
Yeah, so applauds to you on
that.
Exactly.
Definitely. Was that intentional when you did that?
Of course. And when I look at my analytics, my audience is single women. It always has been single women, but they want to hear from men. And I have always said, like, I believe one of my greatest gifts, I've always been the homegirl. I've always had homeboys. I, have a brother. I've always just had males, platonic male relationships who I could ask, like, what are y'all really thinking? What are y'all really doing? Or I hear their stories of what, the games they were running on, the girls that they were dating. And so I've always been able to lean into those relationships to save myself from some of that foolishness. I still, made my fair share of mistakes, but I did save myself from some of that trouble. And so I know the value and the benefit of hearing from men if that's who you want to partner with. And my platform, obviously, we are promoting Black family, which of course is, in order to, further the Black family, that requires the Black man and the Black woman. So having these conversations in a healthy way, and especially with the mindset of, like, we need each other. At the end of the day, we could talk about Black wealth, we could talk about Black business, we could talk about Black community, but unless the Black family is at the foundation of that, all of that other stuff is going to come crumbling down. So Black family is everything to me. And really, I think that's the key, like, to all of these other dreams we have for the Black community. It starts with the Black family.
I knew there was a reason I love this lady. God damn it, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach!
Yes,
Preach!
yes.
Now, if you ever need, like, a real old perspective on love and relationship,
Yes.
Dot is here
Yes.
to give you some honesty. And listen, I know how to behave on other people's platform. I get here and this is my platform. I can wild out.
You at your house. You wild out at home.
But when I'm at other people's houses, I know how to take my shoes off, put them in the corner, sit down, and relax until you're called upon. That's what my wife tell me. We going out. Look, we're going around some of my friends. Stop it. I'm gonna tell you now. Stop it. Don't start. So I know how to behave. So if you need that, I'm here for you.
Of course. Come on down to the ATL.
I'm gonna be down there soon. So.
Oh yeah, Malcolm's
all right,
coming
Malcolm.
down
We
there.
already talked. We gonna get you. We need that. It's as crazy. Well, it doesn't sound crazy because I know y'all know this, but you can literally learn so much just from hearing somebody else's perspective. Malcolm, like, your opinion and your experience as a new father is just as valuable as Dot's experience at having decades in the game, because there is so much that's different right now, and so many like growing pains that you only know about when you're going through it. So having these conversations, I think, is super helpful, because these kids, man, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Listen, Noble,
It's a
he's
lot.
he's learning about emotions now. So if I yell at him like, Noble, stop, he'll yell at me frustrated because he sees me frustrated. And that gets me upset, but I gotta laugh too because that was adorable, right?
Yes,
I gotta,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Kids say the darndest things, as they say.
but yes, that is definitely important. So what do you feel like is next for Girl Stop Playing Pot and just you in general?
Yeah, so as I mentioned just a second ago, all of the businesses, all of the brands that I've started over the years have literally been like, personally, this is what I'm going through. I have seen this is a need because I've seen it myself. And so I am in the process of creating a resource. I'm still like putting the final touches on it. This has been like my maternity leave project. I'm coming off maternity leave, giving myself more work to do, but creating a community really, truly, where we can have conversations specifically for Black women. Everything I do, y'all, I'm sorry for you, but it's for Black women, everything that I do. And so this specific community is going to be where we can share these resources through conversation around motherhood, around marriage, around money, around mindset, and around mental wellness, because we talk so much about entrepreneurship, but y'all don't need anybody else under the sun to tell you to go start a business. You've heard that, like, you have heard it 1,000 times, but who is talking to you about preparing to become a mother? Who is talking to you about truly preparing for the partnership and commitment required for marriage? Like, who is talking to you about the importance of having your mind right and your mental wellness? We hear about mental illness, but how often have you heard mental wellness? We don't even talk about the other side of it. So putting together that resource before the month ends, I'm actually hosting a free virtual summit. I'm going to be opening up registration very soon, ladies, but it's called the Soft Season Summit. So we've been hearing all about this soft life. It's for women who are ready to step into their soft season where, we can truly start putting ourselves in position to attract the things that we desire in all of those areas instead of going out here and being in our masculine where we're doing. This virtual summit is going to emphasize the importance of just being and allowing what you want, what you desire, what you deserve to flow to you.
Super, super dope.
Super dope.
Thank you. And that's at the end of the month. Yes, that's at the end of the month. So stay tuned, ladies. Yes.
Yes, we will have, when you do have them links and all that ready, make sure you get them to us because we have plenty of women who would love to participate and be involved for something of that nature. Because we're advocates of all things positive, especially for the black family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We stand, that's where we plant our flag in the sand as well, and so that resonates heavy with me because beyond anything else, man, if we get the family together, we're gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yep. So, when all the smoke clears and the business opportunities flutter and this and that, I need to know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, I have the family in place because that's true legacy. Absolutely.
Yes.
Facts.
So, guys.
Yes. So where can you be reached?
Where can you reach? Also, the link to the podcast is in the description below. The Girl Stop Playing podcast and her YouTube channel in the description below. And everybody go subscribe right now.
Yeah.
Right. Go subscribe. Go subscribe.
I'm still, listen, YouTube ain't putting no respect on my name just yet. So we still working on that. Thank you to everybody who already said they subscribe. Look, we just trying to get to 10K right now. We just trying to get to 10K.
I'm not going to lie. I felt like one day I looked up and you were at 7K. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, it kind of just.
We working.
Yeah.
Working. That's it.
You're doing your thing. I just looked like, oh, snap. So super dope. This link is in the description below.
I'm Koreyelle everywhere. I'm Koreyelle everywhere, all social platforms. Definitely come hang out with me on Instagram. That's probably the first place that you'll be able to find the registration for the free summit at the end of the month. But I drop brand new episodes on the podcast at least once a week, most of the time twice a week, and it's on audio and video. So I appreciate y'all so much. And Leslie, I did love my voiceover. Y'all know what's crazy? I won that Comcast. That commercial y'all play is a Comcast commercial that I won like a grant for. And when my husband heard it, he was like, "Is that Leslie O on that commercial?"
Wow.
Like, there's no way that's Leslie O. And then when y'all played it, you said it was her too. So I said, okay, I guess it's Leslie O. I guess it is. That's how small of a world it is. That's how big the Urban X platform is.
Oh, wait, that happened like by accident? Wait, how did that happen?
I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to Comcast must work with Leslie.
Wow.
Shouts, that is
no. So the Urban X Nation is that's super dope.
Is the truth out here.
That is fire. Because we played it like when we preparing the show, and I'm just like, oh snap, is that? And my pop's like, yeah, that's her. I was like, nah, is that her?
Yeah.
We debated. That's crazy. Wow.
Crazy. Yep. Small world. So I appreciate you, Leslie. Thank you.
Yes.
See, we bridging gaps over here, man. Put some respect on our name.
So once again, we want to thank you for taking time out because you've been with us for like 20 minutes. That's like a 4 hours away from the babies, boy. I tell you. So
I know, right?
I appreciate it. Salute to your husband for helping to hold you down.
Yeah.
And
we gotta send
talk
the baby
to you
some
soon.
gifts too.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all the great content, and thank y'all for tuning in, everybody.
No problem.
All right. Peace. Yes. So we still on?
Yeah, good.
All right.
Yeah, that was dope. Really
dope.
I'm glad we got that.
Always love Koreyelle's energy. She's doing the two babies now, and she got them close together. So, she's gonna watch them grow.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah,
I was just at a kid's birthday party on Saturday.
Oh my God!
And this one
why
lady,
would you do that?
Huh?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I have no idea. This one lady had 4 boys, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and you know what? I guess like when you're a parent that long, you just stop seeing them. But I would the people there, we were facing the brunt of all of their wrath. Like they were crazy, bro. I was just like,
and she sat there because what you didn't understand was this was her moment to go, just run.
Yo,
and I know you're like, man, once she see her kids doing this and that, she see them.
I was just like,
she
what
see
the
them,
hell?
but she like, man, I need a break.
And then kids' birthday parties, because this is, I'm watching Noble, so I'm watching to make sure he's being nice. He's interacting with kids, cool. Make sure he's not being mean, cool.
And make sure anybody messing with him.
Make sure nobody messing with him. Make sure he's not tearing the place up. It's exhausting, bro. I would just sit there like,
you making small talk with other parents and parents you don't know.
Whoa. What was that?
I think that's okay. That was well, you got a plug, free plug in there. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that
it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I'm not going to.
I
would
usually relegate wifey. I would prepare her as she went out the door. Hey, stay strong with all them little kids. Stay real strong.
I was tired,
but I'm not gonna make that trip.
I was tired.
Yeah.
But let's take some questions.
Let's take some questions real quick
before we get up out of here. Are we doing an after show?
That was the after show. Anytime we give you an interview like that's the after show.
Gotcha. We'll do what on Thursday then.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Raptors? The Toronto Raptors. They did a video for Women's Month because it's Women's Month, right? And then somebody said something like, "What makes a woman special?" Somebody said like having them having babies, and then backlash because.
Oh, you can't say that.
All women don't have babies. Or,
can't say that.
You can't say that. So they had to apologize. And people are just like, fam.
Yeah, well, that's what the world we live into.
Fam.
But I'm glad you brought that up because I thought today we would honor our mothers.
Oh, yes. Okay.
As it's Women's Month.
Yes.
All right. We'll do it Thursday because I want to put some pictures.
Prepared. Yeah, man.
Put some pictures up of our mothers. And we want you to do the same. Thursday, we're honoring because it's Women's Month all month. And, I know it's corny to some people, this and that. But it gives us an opportunity to honor and respect the women we love. So Thursday, homework assignment. I have some pictures of your mother ready. And we might be putting them up.
Yeah.
And, or your wife or whoever, you choose to honor. And let's just, kind of honor some people because all month long, we're going to honor some people. As a matter of fact, I think we should do like a T-shirt line really quick. And Malcolm is not trying to hear nothing about goddamn T-shirt.
I'm not trying to see another shirt.
I'm not going to see another shirt.
Another shirt,
if you
another
don't
hoodie.
shut the hell up about a T-shirt. I'm just saying. Okay, so we'll honor the mothers.
Somebody said, nah, my mom owe me $5. That's funny.
He said my mom.
What happened at Rolling Loud? Because I saw.
Oh, there was a real demonic type of thing with
Uzi and Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi's new song.
Okay, I saw a few clips of that.
Yeah,
interesting. They're not even as Stallion said on Twitter. They're not even trying to hide.
No, they just
what they're doing anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just out in the open.
It's all out in the open.
It's all out in the open.
Yes.
Like they just doing whatever. But those concerts, man, I just can't get into them, man. Like,
first of all, it's too many people.
Yo, I just watched the HBO version of the Woodstock '99 doc, and it was nuts, bro. I watched the Netflix version, the HBO version was cool too. It's too many people.
It's way too many people.
Bro.
I need to know where the restrooms are. I need to know where I can get something to eat.
There's people like
down.
high on specific drugs as this music is happening, going through whatever they're going through.
So that's the combination.
Yeah.
If you on psychedelic drugs, the lighting and the sound takes you, and then collectively, remember, it's a collective consciousness there. And once that collective consciousness is heightened, you opening up right above them is that vortex that opens up where energy comes in, energy moves out. You saw Travis Scott concert.
Yeah. Yo,
that look, wasn't that something weird running across the crowd there?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
You saw it. You know what I mean? So this becomes a haven for satanic or demonic energy to move back and forth. So very, very spooky stuff. Stay out of those places if you can.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring back the old school with the red light in the apartment joints and just kind of jam. Put that, because I'm getting back into the records, put the wax on, play the records, sit around with the old people and jam. You might be able to come. You know what? You come and put the records on for us. That used to be my job. Our playlist was them 45s you put up on that little arm and one drop at a time. My mother said, Dwayne, get ahead and put them records on now. Oh, Dwayne, little DJ now. Oh, now. They playing cards. We're going to get back to playing cards and get down for the get down.
Somebody said Duke Deuce body slammed somebody, but it could have been scripted.
I saw that.
I like Duke Deuce. Like, I like his music. I don't know why.
I don't know, but he slammed the hell out of that
I
person.
like his music. I don't know why, but he be having some joints.
Yeah.
He
So,
got for a big dude, he moves. Like, he got like really good footwork. Like some of his dances. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I'm going to charge $1 to get in. Yep. I'm going to charge $1 to get in the party. 50 cents for fellas. I mean, for ladies. $1 for fellas. Come on in. Bring your own brown bags.
At Glorilla show, somebody died. Yeah, somebody got trampled. At
I heard.
Glorilla show.
I heard, yeah. Yeah, these concerts are really out of control. I'm with you, Dot. Been buying vinyl the past 2 years. Yeah, man, I got to get back into the vinyl, man. Get me one of them old school
Yeah,
sets,
I like when artists like have vinyl of their albums, especially those good albums. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, talk about Kanye. We spoke about Kanye possibly going back to Adidas. We spoke about that a couple weeks ago, actually. I haven't seen a real confirmation. I've seen talks about it. I've seen people saying he might do it. I haven't heard anything official yet.
Yeah.
So that's why we're just kind of waiting on it. Even though I said that kind of undoes everything that he kind of claimed to be fighting for. He kind of claimed to be fighting for the ability to say what he wanted, the ability.
And all he wanted was the ability to be accepted
right
by white America. If that's the
case.
You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm always telling people, don't get it connected to the individual.
Yeah.
Use the energy, you know what I'm saying, that they, because he's cannon fodder, but he's opening up paradigms of conversation that need to be had because he exposed a lot. Balenciaga, the banks, Adidas, Kim Kardashian,
Puma, like all of that stuff. Yeah.
Puma got the new ad with Dwayne Wade's daughter in.
Yo.
Yeah.
It just came on the TV and we looking like, is that
Yeah.
And it was. Like,
so
and they didn't even like, you know what made it slicker? They didn't say nothing. Like, they didn't like make it.
Right. It is what it is. And
it was just
she
like.
looks like a girl. That's the scary part. She looks like a little girl.
Creepy.
You know, and Jay-Z, of course, runs Puma, so that's an endorsement.
Right.
Jay-Z, they say, got a new deal coming out with something dealing with Times Square. They're going to start bringing entertainment back to the Times Square area and Rock Nation, TXR or something. I guess they've been giving these massive concerts in Times Square, so look for that from Jay-Z and stuff.
Dotson, do you think college football needs an overhaul? Roster spots are smaller with the transfer portal.
I don't like the transfer portal because now you're moving, too much has happened. And I think, don't get me wrong, you should have the right, but if this is about football, it's like the NFL now. I can get traded to another college.
But remember we talked about that stat about all of those transfers
don't work out.
So you
that's what I mean. So it's
oversaturated. Yeah, you're transferring at your own risk. So
it should be a very exclusive thing.
Yeah, and I think these players should have a better understanding of what can happen if you enter the transfer portal and you don't get picked up. Just because you're not getting picked, you're not getting burned here, don't mean
exactly.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get
and
burned
that's
at
what
that
I mean
school.
by oversaturated, and you might overvalue yourself as a player.
Yeah,
you might be a third-tier player, and you think you better than that, so you transfer to another school, and you're still a third-tier player.
Exactly.
So, it's very important. The ones who take advantage are prime players who they know they have something else on the other side. The rest of you guys need to stay put and get you an education. Yeah, education. That's what you need to do.
Static Vibes, what's up with you? I don't know. I don't.
Who?
They talking about the gay insults at in New York City with SMD and Hassan saying what he said to Doug. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I don't know about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I stay out of that. It's above my pay grade.
And by that we mean we don't. We just don't.
4 Americans that just got kidnapped in Mexico. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yo, Mexico is dangerous.
No,
bro.
apparently it was like mistaken identity.
Was it?
Yeah, they got targeted wrong for some reason.
And then it'll be too late.
Nah, so we were just watching that white guy, right? Apparently, the Mexican cartels are very smart with what they do, right? So they understand we just kidnapped some 4 Americans. Not good for business over here.
Right.
Brings too much heat over. We're just trying to move our drugs. That's it.
Right.
We're
Absolutely.
trying to move our weight.
Our product,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? So let's just let them. I think they're going to let them go. I think so.
I hope so.
I think so.
I hope so.
I didn't hear Trump's speech at CPAC. I did not hear it.
What did he say?
I don't know. But apparently, in like the polls right now, he's leading huge. Like even over DeSantis.
Really?
Yes. So people are saying DeSantis should just go on the VP ticket under Trump. I don't see that happening.
But they would win.
I think so.
Yeah, they definitely would.
I think so.
Okay.
But I think, see, the thing is, like I said, there's been a schism within the Republican Party. There are people, there's the Trump people, and then the people, the establishment Republicans, they're trying to get DeSantis because he's just a better, quote unquote, look for the Republican Party.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, so I think there's a civil war happening or brewing with him.
Yeah, we're going to need a new computer here.
Yeah, it's time, man.
This thing keeps doing its own thing.
It's time.
Anywho, with that being said, this has been a great Monday.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Have y'all seen the body cam of the Nipsey shooting? How did they have body cam of the Nipsey shooting? There's no cops there. Are you talking about when they got there? No.
No, I don't. That story that doesn't sit well, so I'm just going to park it. You know what I mean? It'll be one of them stories that come up and then the absolute truth will come out when the time is right. But right now, I'm just going to park it.
So, yeah, like I said, thank you guys. We will see you guys on Thursday. Don't forget to be there, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to like, share, and subscribe.
Bring a picture of your mama.
Bring a picture
Don't
of
come to
your
class
mama.
without a picture of your mama.
Bring a picture of my mama.
Yes.
And we're going to have a real dope show on Thursday. So we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yep. Peace.